Hello Aries, and welcome to your November 2024 reading. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope all is well in your world today. As usual, this is for you if you are Aries, Sun, Moon or Rising. It's also a general reading, so just take from it what resonates with you and leave behind what doesn't. So, as usual, I'm going to find 3 cards. Oh, one's just flown out there. 3 cards to find our general energy, our general theme of this month. This month's reading, should I say. So, one's flown out. The duck and the chrysanthemum. Look. Good start. Let's have a couple more. These are Jessica Rue Woodland Wardens card again. I'm using these again because I'm really loving them at the moment. They give some nice information and they're really pretty, which is always a winner. So let's throw them back in there. Big pile's jumped out. Find you a couple more. We have the Cayman and Poppy, Dreams. And we have the Rooster and Sunflower, Communication. Okay, luck, dreams and communication. So it sounds like it could be quite an interesting month for you there, Aries. Sorry, I just had to think a little minute there where I was up to. Right, I'll pop those there. So we're going to look at your past energy, your recent past energy, should I say, your current energy and your future energy. So we're going to use the Rider-Waite deck as usual. And then at the end, we'll find 3 cards to give us some general advice, some general guidance of how best to navigate the month of November. So let's crack on, shall we? Let's have 3 cards for the general energy of November. Oh, right, we've started with the Ace of Wands. We have the 9 of Pentacles. And we have the High Priestess. So the Ace of Wands is you being offered the potential, the possibility of an exciting new way of moving forward, an exciting new path towards your joys, towards your passions, towards the things that bring you satisfaction in life. It can be very much work related, being a wand. So it could be that in your recent past something's come your way that, you know, is really quite exciting for you and is a potential, something that could really turn into something exciting and new and really satisfying, and something that you're going to really enjoy and be able to put your passion, all of your passion and your energy into. We've also got the 9 of Pentacles, and that is about reaping the benefits, reaping the fruits of your labour. So maybe this could come in the form of a promotion for you. Maybe you've put lots of hard work into something. If it was in a work scenario, this could be translate as you getting a promotion. It could also fit into, you know, lots of other areas of life, depending on what you've got going on with you at the moment. Don't forget, as this is a general reading, we're all going to come into this with something on our mind. Particularly for some, it could be relationships. For others, it could be home, it could be work, it could be just a general feeling of that you need to sort of get some answers for. But whatever it is, you put some hard work into something, you put some time, you put some energy into it, and now you're seeing the benefits. And the benefit could come in this opportunity, it could come in the shape of this opportunity that you're being offered with the Ace of Wands. We've got the High Priestess as well, and she's very connected to her spirituality. She's deeply spiritual. And I'm just being drawn up here to the Cayman and Poppy. She can sort of she can be connected to your dreams as well, as in, you know, dreams that you have at night while you're asleep. So maybe that you may have been having some dreams recently that may well be connected to or have messages woven into them that will help you moving forward in this situation. It could be that you've had these dreams in your recent past that have given you some knowledge, some insight into where you need to go to next. Or it could be that, you know, you are being shown the path of the way to go towards your hopes and dreams. So and the duck and chrysanthemum the look could come in the shape of this Ace of Wands being offered to you. It could be something that actually has come from nowhere, and it's sort of a little bit of luck that is being offered to you. So let's have a few more cards to clarify and to fill this out a little bit more for you, Aries. The Six of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords. So the six of Cups can connect to our family history, our ancestors, our past time with our family history, our family memories, all of those things. Being a child, our childhood memories. It could also be a need to connect to things in a more childlike way. But I actually think this is very much of something that you have learnt, or something you have experienced in the past connected to family. So maybe it could well be a skill. Actually, it could be a behaviour. It's something that you have brought forward from your childhood, or from, you know, your youth, even your teenage years, into the current moment. So it could well be that whatever you're being offered in the shape of the wand could be sort of skill that you've sort of had all of your life, that you may be offered an opportunity to turn it into a business, or it may be the thing that's got you the promotion. It's something that brings you passion and joy, and generally the things that we're meant to be doing, or the things that are really deep within us that bring us the passion and the joy and real satisfaction from life, often they started in childhood, the connection to those things. So I actually think that your past and something, whatever it is that you've been doing, that you are going to be doing, is very much sort of settled deep within you from your childhood. Something that you're now able to move forward with, maybe probably in a completely different way, but there's a little bit of a seedling in there of something that you used to do that used to bring you passion and joy, and you're going to be able to move forward with that in a really positive way, moving on. So we've also got the Queen of Pentacles, and she is the richest queen in the pack. She's very confident, she's very self-assured, she is obviously very financially secure, and she's also really good at manifesting abundance, to bringing abundance towards her, because she's in this positive state of vibrational energy. She's vibrating at a higher rate of energy, and so she's in alignment with all those things that she wants to draw towards her. So, and I think maybe this is you in your recent past, because of whatever it is that you've been offered, and because all the hard work that you've put in is really bringing you the benefits and the rewards that come with that. I think you're feeling quite confident and in a great place to start attracting all the abundance and good things in life towards you. And I think that's backed up with the Six of Swords, which is moving into calmer waters. And being a sword, it's all about mentally, about you getting into a better place mentally. And so obviously all of the good stuff that's happened to you here, and I'm the luck card I'm being drawn to again, the wheel of fortune has shifted, I think, in your benefit, and it's starting to turn again, and it's going into the positive with a little bit of luck and a little bit of good judgment. Things are starting to really come your way, and that's obviously making you feel mentally in a better place and in a more secure place. So let's have a little bit of a look at what's next, or what's going on now, not what's next, what's going on now for you, Aries. Don't forget, if you like the readings, or you like the reading, a thumbs up would be great, and that always helps my channel to grow. Also, if you like the reading and you'd like to see more, please press subscribe. It'd be lovely to have you part of the little community here that I'm trying to build. And also, again, it really helps me to grow my channel and get out there and be able to do more readings for more people. So let's find this current energy, or these current energy cards. Right, we have the King of Pentacles, richest king in the pack. We have the Ten of Pentacles. I'm feeling a lot of abundance for you at the moment. I felt like the minute that the rooster and the sunflower came out, because in the tarot, the sunflowers are obviously, they're in the sun, actual card, and it is the card of abundance, of all the good things in life. It's part of the communication card here, but still, that's the symbolism it gives to me. We've got the Death card. Excuse me, a little cough there. And the Queen of Swords as a clarifier. We've got the Five of Wands as a clarifier. And we've got the Ten of Swords as a clarifier. Okay, so the King of Pentacles, the richest king in the pack. He's very confident, he's very strong, he's very self-assured. He is not afraid to make choices of a financial move forward on choices, or take slight risks of a financial nature, because he is naturally gifted in that area. There never risks for him, because he is very good at deciding and figuring out, you know, the best things to do, the smartest financial choices and financial risks to take. And so he is really good with his finances and with figures and with money. And I think this is you in your current energy. You're on a bit of a roll with your financial acumen at the moment, and you're bringing that wealth towards you. You're making some smart choices, some very calculated choices. You're not taking risks. You are being calculated and smart about it, and you are bringing that abundance towards you. We've got the Ten of Pentacles there, which is a brilliant card. It's all about having the financial security, stability, bringing that wealth towards you. And I definitely think that's the position you're in at the moment. It may well be, that you were at the beginning of this journey of starting to build your wealth. Maybe it's things have shifted, and if you've maybe been in a place where you've been in debt of some description, you're starting to make the smart choices and slowly moving your way over into the black again, and starting to build on the wealth that you've got. It doesn't have to be that you've suddenly got all these riches that you don't know what to do with, and you're absolutely loaded. It's just you are doing better than you have done for a long old time. And I think that has just been something that you've had to learn in the past, because maybe things have been a bit difficult, but now you sort of on a bit of a roll with it. You're in that place, that positive place of potential, and being able to draw that wealth towards you. And I think that's what's happening in the current moment. We've got Death card as well, which is the card of endings and new beginnings. We've got the Sun coming up here in the background. The Sun obviously bringing with it all, shining the light on all the lovely, positive, wonderful things that we want in life, but it's also the beginning of a new dawn, the start of something new, an end of an old way of being, the beginning of something new. So this is why I do believe that this good financial position that you're finding yourself in at the moment, even if it's the slightest more bit positive than it was, you're heading in the right direction, and you're on the right side of things, and it's only going to get better from here if you continue making smart, well considered choices. So clarifiers, Queen of Swords, things starting to become clearer. So you starting to find yourself in a better a better understanding and of a better, clearer idea of what is the best way to move forward for you. And, you know, the smartest queen in the pack, she is very analytical. She thinks things through thoroughly. She's very smart. She's very quick thinking. She's very clear-headed. And she is helping you with this energy to really make those smart, clearly thought out choices. We've got the Five of Wands, which is a card of resistance and a bit of an internal battle, I think, rather than an exterior battle. It can sometimes be, you know, a battle on the outside with others, a bit of a war of words. But in this case, I think it's within you. I think, you know, you are trying to keep yourself maybe on, you know, having this back and to front, you know, to in and froing within you about making the choices, having the confidence to actually make those choices, because maybe you've made bad choices in the past. But, you know, you have got the Queen of Swords and you've got the King of Pentacles with you. You've got their energy with you, and you need to move forward with confidence. Trust your intuition. Don't forget, we had the High Priestess here in our recent past energy, and she is very, very intuitive. She leads from her intuition, and she's very psychic. She's very connected to her higher self. And I think maybe you need to try and embody the energy of her a little bit moving forward, and trust to trust yourself to really listen to what's going on inside of you in order to help you to move forward with things with confidence, because you can do it. You've got the smarts, you've got that clear thinking going on at the moment. And I'm just drawn up to the Rooster and Sunflower communication. You know, maybe communication is going to be key with somebody, with your significant other, whoever you're financially connected to really talk things out, to really be singing from the same hymn sheet, to be connected, so that you know that the choices you're making have come from both of you, and that is what you both want, and you both agree that it's the right thing to do, and to really, you know, just move forward on this in some way. We've got the Ten of Swords, and I think this comes with that resistance coming from within you. You know, the Ten of Swords, it's the last card in the sword suit, and it's the card, you know, it's the Ten's last hurrah. It's like, you know, it's all come to a little bit of a head, but that's it, that's over, and whatever's happened has been a blessing. So I think maybe you may have a little bit of a wobble, or you may be having a little bit of a wobble at the moment about the choices that you're making. Maybe you've committed to something and you're really starting to have a wobble, and it's making you feel really stressed and really anxious, and it's all coming on top, and it's like, oh my God, I don't think I can cope with this. But if it's the right thing, if your intuition is, you know, if you listen to what's going on inside, and you've done all the homework, you've got all the information, you've really researched what it is you're going to do, have confidence in yourself, because again, this is a new dawn. We've got the sun coming up, the light coming up here, the darkness is fading and the light is coming up, and he's got his hand here in the symbol of a blessing. So, you know, a blessing in disguise, something, you know, whatever's happened that's making you feel all stressed, and, you know, it's good to have these feelings sometimes to alert us, but it's a blessing in disguise. You know, just pay attention to what's going on in your inner world to help you make choices about what's happening next for you. But I think as long as you start chipping away and heading in that right direction, making smart and, you know, and I want to say analytical, smart choices that you've really thought about. Sorry, I'm a bit lost for words today. Then I think, you know, things are going to go in the right direction for you. So let's have some future energy for Aries for the month of November. Let me say, I'm no way, you know, giving you any financial advice here. and you know, and saying, you know, to take risks and to not, you know, this is all about you being aware of and making yourself really really knowing your financial situation inside and out. And it may not be a financial situation, it could be a work situation, it could be a home situation, but it's something that you know, where you're going to be bringing, or you've brought more abundance towards you because you've made some smart choices. And again, abundance can come in lots of different guises, can't it? Abundance of time, abundance of love. But I think this current energy is all about you being very aware of what's going on in the whole situation. And it, you know, it may bring it, sometimes looking a little bit closer at something can actually bring you a little bit more stress. But being aware of situations and having all the knowledge about a situation puts you in a place of power, and then you can then move onwards with that. That, I think, is what I've been trying to blunderingly say for the past few minutes, is that with that Ten of Swords, being aware of what's happening in the whole scenario, you know, it's going to help you have a new start then. So, you know, if any nasties come out, say you look, for instance, if you're looking at your home budget and you're looking at, you've not done it before and you're looking at it really in detail, and you've noticed that something has been coming out of your bank, a massive chunk for the last 2 years, and it's you know, €100, say, or £100 that's been coming out, and it's for something that you've not even benefited for. And that's like, how stupid am I? You know, that's been coming out and I've not noticed it, and I've spent, you know, thousands over the past 2 years. That's the sort of thing I'm talking about. Something that's going to come up that's, you know, when you, on closer inspection, something's going to happen and something's going to come up and you're going to be like, darn it. But it's not the end of the world. You can deal with it, you can sort it out, and then you can move onwards. So your current energy is all about giving yourself all the information and moving forward with smart choices that you've really, really thought about, because you're going into a new beginning, a new start, and that comes from that little bit of close analysis, and then from moving forward in a smart and organised and well thought out way. Right, I think we got there in the end. Okay, so future energy. And again, it doesn't just have to be financial. I'm using that because it's obvious, because it's the Pentacles. It could be, you know, love, home, however you can relate it into your thing you've got going on. Right, we've got the Four of Wands. We've got the Hierophant. And we've got the Three of Cups in our future energy. So this is an energy of celebration. Your future energy. We have the Four of Wands, and this is a really celebratory card. If you look in there, the two people are really celebrating the lovely flowers, and this can also be the card of creating stability, creating a foundation. Obviously, four wands, creating four walls, and you creating that good foundation to move onwards from. But again, it can also mean marriage. So it could mean, you know, two people coming together and connecting in a really meaningful way. So, you know, it's a really positive card for your future energy. We've got the Hierophant, and he's also, if you look at his left hand, he's also in the symbol of a blessing. So, you know, you're being blessed. Whatever's happening here, it's all for the good. We've got the Three of Cups, and that's about celebrating with your nearest and dearest, the people that really mean something to you. So celebrating with, you know, love, compassion, and just really the good things in life. Whatever's been happening is really worth celebrating. So let's have a few more cards. Like I say, there's lots of flowers and joyousness going on in these two cards. So whatever you've been doing in your current energy, whatever you're reconciling, whatever you are figuring out and then moving onwards from, is a really good thing. It's going to be really beneficial for you. Despite the fact you've got that 10 of Swords, which, you know, is a bit stressful and a bit painful mentally. We've got the Hermit, we've got the 2 of Swords, and we've got the Lovers. Do you know what? I'm not unconvinced that you're not going to be, you know, having a little bit of love in your future, Aries. For some of you, obviously, not all of you. For the ones, you know, of you that are in a committed relationship, it may well be that you go into the next level of your relationship with somebody, or really just deepening that connection with that person. We've got the Hermit, and he's very much about looking into our internal world, our shadow side, really figuring out and really investigating our interior landscape. So, you know, again, the shadow side of ourselves, the things that maybe we don't want to look at because they're a little bit uncomfortable, they make us feel a little bit uncomfortable. The Hermit is all about looking closer at those and finding out why, and then bringing them out to shine the light on them, and, you know, and then just creating wisdom, building wisdom within ourselves and knowledge within ourselves, because, you know, the Hierophant is really knowledgeable about his inner world and about the way he ticks, about the why he behaves the way he does. He's come to a place of peace with that, and a place of wisdom and knowledge. So maybe whatever's happened in your recent, you know, your current energy, because we're talking recent past now, our current energy will be our recent past. Whatever's happening there, he's putting that down to experience and filing it away, really figuring it out, and then putting it within his knowledge bank, his wisdom bank within him, so that he can use it again in the future. We've also got the 2 of Swords, which is about procrastinating on and not making a choice. You know, she's got 2 swords there, one on the left, one on the right, and she's blindfolded. She doesn't want to look at any of them, and that can be coming from an emotional place, because she's got the sea in the background, the water in the background there, and so she's very emotionally connected to these choices, and she knows that if she makes a choice, if she chooses one or the other, something's going to change, and then that's going, you know, change can be difficult for some people. It means that, you know, essentially we may lose something in order to gain something new. So she's procrastinating on it, and she's not pushing forward and making a choice. So, you know, let's have a couple more. I've got the Lovers card as well, and that's coming together, 2 people coming together in a real deep connection, in a really positive way. Again, we've got the Sun here above the Lovers. I'll just hide them away there because they're naked, and YouTube apparently doesn't like that. Got that lovely Sun then, the Guardian Angel above them. Again, it's a really positive card. It's a card of unity. Because again, we've got this four of Wands, which has got 2 people in it. We've got the 3 of Cups, which has got 3 people in it. We've got the Lovers, and it's 2 people coming together. Your future energy is very much one of unity, of coming together with somebody, in a really what's the word I'm looking for? In a really noticeable way. That's a really weird way of saying it. I want to say, so, you know, like maybe coming in connection with a business partner and having something, a legal document to connect you together, or maybe even marriage, or some sort of, you know, some sort of way of you really coming together with somebody that's like, you know, that's quite, I can't think of any words today, I'm really sorry, I'm doing a lot of bumbling around, aren't I? You know, that a real connection with somebody, that's an actual tangible connection. So let's have a couple more cards to make this a little bit clearer for us, Aries. That one's turned around for some reason. that one. Let's find another couple of cards to make this a bit clearer and bring this into light a little bit more. Sometimes you just need a few more cards to go, aha, and bring it all together. Let's have a little look. Whatever is happening, you are in for a really interesting month and a really positive month. It's really shoving you in a really great direction. Okay. Right, we've got the 9 of Swords, which is the card of anxiety. We've got the card, the Queen of Cups, and we have the World card. So we have the 9 of Swords, and she's in an ever-waking nightmare. She's stressed, she's anxious, she's got a lot on her plate. It's keeping her awake at night. It's, you know, first thing she thinks about in the morning, last thing she thinks about at night. But after that, we've got the Queen of Cups, and she has managed to take control of her emotions. She's, you know, around her the sea's a little bit ripply, and despite everything that's going on in their exterior world, she's very proud of the fact that she's managed to really take control of herself. And she's, you know, she's got this trophy, this cup, which is almost like a trophy on her knee. She's looking at it, looking quite pleased with herself. And I think that is what's happening, because obviously we spoke about the Hermit, about really battling and figuring out your shadow side. So maybe the emotions and the feelings that you're having that you don't really want to look at or examine too much because they make you feel uncomfortable. And maybe that's because I feel those two cards are very much together because of the colouring in them. Look at them, they're very, very similar, aren't they, in sort of shade, and they stand out against all these other colourful cards that I've got on the table. So I think you have been, you know, in your future energy, you may be feeling like you're too afraid or too uncomfortable to move forward and make the choices, because it's bringing out feelings that maybe you don't want to look at too closely. Maybe you don't want to examine too much because they make you feel uncomfortable, and you don't really want to look at them. But I think that you've got to, basically, because, you know, it will then start causing you stress and anxiety with the 9 of Swords, and it's going to, you know, it's going to make you enable to make that choice, to really make a decision about something, because, you know, you're not wanting to look at it, and she's not wanting to look at it. She's not wanting to make a choice because it's too painful, and she doesn't want to look too closely maybe about why that is. So I think you've got to really try and balance those emotions and really try and steady your inner world. And the only way you can do that is by being the Hermit, by really looking a little bit deeper into what's going on in your inner landscape. You know, if you're feeling fear about something, why are you feeling fear about something? If you're feeling nervous about something, why are you feeling nervous about it? Maybe just root back a little bit in time to see and to examine where that comes from, because once we shine the light on it, then we can move forward. And this is what this is telling us. You know, the 9 of Swords, the stress, the Queen of Cups, she's now in control of what's going on her inner landscape, and nothing on the outside world will make that wobble. She's very calm, she's very, you know, confident now with her emotions, and this is what you need to do. And it's only going to come by you taking a closer look at what's going on inside, because we also, the last card that I pulled out in those recent 3 is the World, and that's the completion of the cycle. So by going through those things in your future energy, by really examining why you feel like you feel, and allowing you to then being open to make the choices, you then completing the cycle. You're learning everything that you needed to learn on this last cycle of life. You've gathered all the knowledge, you have done all the work that you needed to do, and then you are going to be free to move forwards, to move into this celebratory place where, you know, you've got all these lovely colours and all this loveliness going on. The Lovers card, the potential of new love, of new stability, new foundations, new, you know, community of friends and people around you that you can celebrate with and just enjoy life in an abundant way. Because obviously we've had this abundance going on in our current energy, and I think you've got a little bit of work to do in your future energy. You've got to look at things the way that you feel a little bit closer and examine why. And then the world's your oyster. You've got lots to celebrate, lots to enjoy, lots to feel good about. And yeah, I think you've just got to be open to looking at things, looking at your inside world from a, you know, a different perspective, from a different way, and look at that, those feelings, and sort of root around and find out why. Okay, let's have 3 cards. Sorry it took me a little bit of a while to get to the bottom of that, Aries, but we got there in the end. And I think, you know, I think that may be the energy that you will be sort of working throughout this current energy and this future energy, just really figuring out, trying to have patience and figure out why and what you can do about it and how you can move forward so that you can end up in this lovely happy place with all this celebration and loveliness going on around you, potential new love and new friends. Oh, one's flown. Okay, so we've got one that's out already. We've got the Knight of Cups. We have the 4 of Cups, and we have the 7 of Wands. I always want to say swords. Right, the Knight of Cups is you moving towards taking steps, taking action, actually physically trying to bring yourself on a more emotional, even keel. Also, you could be wearing your heart on your sleeve this month. You could be moving towards love this month. Obviously, general reading, something for everybody here, but it is very much a month. By the end of the month, I think you will be feeling more emotionally stable. You are feeling more open to love and all the lovely good things in life, because you've worked through a lot during the month. And again, I'm being drawn down to this communication card, the Rooster and Sunflower. Communication is the key this month, I think. The 4 of Cups, dissatisfaction with the way things are going, and I think that's no mistake. It's the second one. It's under your current energy. Because obviously we've got the abundance, you being open to abundance, you finding the clarity and able to look at the bigger picture of what's going on currently and delving a little bit deeper into it to try and needle out all of the problems that may be going on in the situation so that you can then resolve them and move forward. And I think that's what the 4 of Cups is. It's about dissatisfaction about the situation, despite the fact it might look on paper good. You've got to look a little bit closer, and then you're going to be offered the solution or the opportunity then to move forward with what you got in a really positive way. We have the 7 of Wands, and that is about defending your position, and it's all about a little bit of a battle. And I also think it's about having conviction, you know, having the conviction within you to, despite stuff going on, is that you really, you've got a vision, you know where you want to be, and you're ploughing on regardless, and despite what others may think, or what you know, what challenges are coming your way. Because obviously we've got all this delving into our shadow side a little bit and looking a little bit closer as to why we don't want to make decisions and what's holding us back in our future energy. And you know, you're being persistent with it, you've got conviction, you know that despite the fact that there may be some wobbles coming up in your future, well, throughout this energy actually, you've got conviction, you're really determined to push forward and move onwards in the direction that you want to go, because you know that you're coming to the end of that cycle, and we have the new dawn, the death card, the beginning of a new beginning, basically the end of something old, the beginning of something new. So I hope that makes sense to you, Aries. I'd love to know your thoughts. I'd love to know how, you know, how it resonates with you. Yes, a like and subscribe again would be amazing if you fancy it. And in the meantime, have a really, really lovely November, and I look forward to catching up with you again sometime soon.